Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and I seem to be in hell. It's steampunky, but it is hell. There's episode 13 of the Twilight Princess. I need a map. Am I just where I started? Yeah, okay, so I left off halfway into the dungeon. Now, the good news is, looking at this map, what I remember is that room on the far left. This one over here. That's where I met that old man that gave me part of a key and told me there were 2 more parts. Now, I'm going to guess that there's no point going over there again, so if I just go forward into this room, new paths will open up somehow. I don't know entirely how, as I don't have any new equipment, but I'm sure I'll figure it out when I get there. Wait, do I have new equipment? I don't, do I? It's the, I have got the iron boots though, so got that going for me. Iron boots, boomerang. There's an enemy nearby. Oh, I remember this one. I've got to go through the fires, then back on myself through the fire again. Yep. I remember these things. He nearly shot me there, didn't he? And then I don't want to jump down there. I have to go back this way, don't I? Yep. I've taken note of all this. I wrote a little memo to myself. This is smart to go this way first. As I was swinging my sword at that creature, which I now realise there's another one up here, I was thinking, did they have some sort of effect on your sword that makes you take damage if you hit them? Which would be electric. Fire would make sense of that. They'd have to be so incredibly hot that it wouldn't work, would it? Nothing can be that hot as to instantly conduct for a metal sword. And we're free. Ignore that thing. Through the wooden doors. Yes, wooden doors! I'm remembering this. Right, so there's a magnet which isn't currently turned on. Did I go down here? I appear to have gone down here. I'll just kill these fucks. Because I hate them. They deserve death. Ah, I missed out on stabbing him. But him I get to stab straight in the dick. It's all come back to me. Can I break this? Yep. I actually do need money, don't I? So not massively, but just it would be useful. I don't need to go too far out of my way, but if there's shit there, I should be breaking it. I'm hoping something sort of comes to me around this point, because I feel like this is the room that all should be changing in. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I was right to wait. I don't think I'd have had time to do it in one. Nearly overjumped the bastard. Right, what do we see? There's a big magnet crane there, which I'd need to activate somehow. I'm thinking, oh, it looks like this room, there's another way out that takes me to a higher level. So I suspect that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, yeah, there's these lizards, isn't there? Hit the tail. That's what you have to do. I'm now getting flashbacks in the Wii version of this to alter the lock-on target. Did you have to not shake the nunchuck? There was something like motion control that you had to do, because it was a fairly early motion control game. That was a launch game, wasn't it, for Wii? It was like it just wasn't good enough, and you as a player didn't yet have the finesse needed either to get the job done. I feel when there's motion control in like just anything now, it's just stuff that works. Right, so I pulled on the chain and something happened. You pull on this, this door comes out, but then what? I need some way to activate the ceiling, don't I? I might as well just keep going forward. I have to hold that, apparently. Does having these on make any difference? No, I think this is something they add later, is where you put them on and you walk on a magnet floor and it makes a difference. Turn off fire. Oh, cock. Wow, that's oddly violent. I don't recall that. Did it reset it did, yeah. That's a hard reset of a room, isn't it? Oh no, I tell a lie. There's no new enemies. So note to self, when I drag that stone across next time, make sure I actually wait until the lava is not up to run, because apparently it lasts for fucking ever. That was an unnecessary swear, wasn't it? I'm playing this one again. This is only the second time I've ever played it, which I reckon in all these Zelda like replays I've done, this is by far the freshest of the Zelda experiences, I'm thinking. Certainly all the top-down ones I've played multiple times. This room is key, isn't it? There's another way out of this room. Or maybe just the room I stopped playing in, there was something to that. If I thought ahead, I'm sure I could have done everything better. Right, here we go. So there's shit up there. There's clearly just another way into this room. Basically what happened was, when I quit last time, I should have kept playing, shouldn't I? I should have left this room through the upper entrance. Or I've got that, I want to call it a Coco. Hand symbols. 1, 2, 1, 1. This is probably not going to mean anything. I'm reading too much into it. Ah, you can't get your sword out here. I'm not going to smash those with my bare hands like a savage. So is this always on? It is. Now, one thing that's very important to do in this sort of situation is don't, whatever you do, use a jump attack, because, you know, gravity will no longer be negated. I'm actually going to do a jump attack shortly, just... Okay, you can't, right? I just thought, you know, I'll check now when I'm in safety to see just how the gravity works. Is the magnetism, is it contact only? Is there, you know, is there like a grace period? It's good to get these mechanics known now. Right, what does this do? Oh, turns that on. That was pretty cool, actually. Oh yes, I'm now remembering one of the slight issues with this whole situation. You are slow as fuck. I'm kind of in a rooftop maze situation, aren't I? Is this whole dynamic borrowed from, I want to say, Metroid Prime, or possibly Prime 2? I didn't really play the first Prime that much. I'm more a favour of the second one. I'm pretty sure you could get a morph ball mod, attachment, upgrade, one of those words, that would let you attach to things. Except you're a morph ball mode, so you're quite quick. Little trick there. Just take the boots off, you drop down immediately. It's not really a trick. Oh, a heart piece. I feel it's a dick move to have things like that in a dungeon. I think they should be... A dungeon should only have essentially four things in it. Map, compass, boss key, and any item. That's the 4 things. You can have smaller chests, but they have to be non-collectibles, non-limited collectibles. I don't know. Stuff like money is fine, and the smaller collectibles, I forget what they have in this game. In Wind Waker, it would have been like skull pendants and shit like that. Stuff that, you know, they're collectible, but they're not overly rare, and they're repeatable. I need to drop down somewhere profitable, but I don't really know where. I'm going to assume if I go around this way, it will lead me all the way to that door. This is the sort of thing that you should have looked at beforehand. In fact, I wonder if that map down there, that you may or may not be able to see depending on where I put my camera, And might... The floor below, as above, so below, so to speak. As... It's a rhyme from something dumb, but I can't think what. Got a bit of a choice here. My instinct says go this way. Though, you know... Well, yeah, this is the right way. Good. See, the weird thing is, right? If I rotate this image around, which I'll now do, this shouldn't be confusing at all because you just walk in, everything's fine. But just having it the other way up just changes the, like, just enough that it's confusing. Or I have rotated it and it's equally confusing. And well, I'll learn in the edit. You'll know now. It's 4 enemies at once. How will we cope? I always love it when you find out in video games that yeah, they could only actually display 4 enemies on screen at once. That's why you'd only ever fight 4, and instead of having just more enemies, they'd make those 4 enemies more difficult. Fuck you. Fuck you up. Notice all the cool sword moves I'm doing entirely at the game's discretion. I remember when you play with motion controls, there were different moves you could do, like the thrust and the slash, all depending on how you would swing it, but not in this. Right, this is the only thing to stand on, isn't there? Behold. Now, I don't think this is on a time limit. I think this is just on forever at this point. Yeah. Alright. Just have a quick loose around here. Nothing more. Right, where do I actually want to get off this thing? I think that's where I came in. So this one over here is where I want to go. Thank you. This is my stop. Actually, that intense electromagnetism is actually very, very good for a young boy. Yeah, I nearly backflipped off the stage there. Yeah, if you zoomed out, it probably would have looked like I knew what I was doing. I definitely didn't know. There's 0 chance of that. Would that be the most, like, horrendous thing ever, being like picked up by your feet like that, flipped in midair? Like, I think you would be ill, wouldn't you? Just the violence of it. It seems like it should really hurt you, and I feel like you'd need incredibly strong core muscles just to cope in general. That's something that they don't show on TV. It's just the incredible core strength needed for nearly all activities of this nature. Alright, we got some hoplites. These have a name, but I can't remember. I quite like it when they have enemies like this. They're ones that existed in the 2D games, and then when you bring them in 3D, you realise, oh, that's what that is. Obviously, this isn't the first time they've done them. They had these in Ocarina of Time, but, you know, I'm not playing that currently. Cut his fucking leg off. Alright, so there's a chest down there. There's a crystal over there, which, you know what? I'm going to hit that now. I'm going to attempt to hit that now. Is that going to... Nope. Alright, so can I just hit it with this then? Okay. Well, I did attempt to hit it at least. There's some skulls. Okay. I'll open this. What's quite cool is I seem to remember they had a lot of underwater stuff in this game, and it actually works surprisingly well. And on top of that, like, there's levels to it. But obviously, I've done a little bit of underwater stuff now. I'm doing more now that I've got the iron boots. And then eventually, when you get the Zora armor, Zora's tunic, scuba suit, and you get to do even more. Currently there is a threat of drowning though. Swim up, thank you, beautiful bastard. Look, his clothing is darkened because it's wet and it's dripping. This this effect is not anything special like it is in a lot of games. It's very much in the water, you're wet for 2 seconds out of it. It's not the slow and gradual drying mechanics of like Uncharted or The Witcher, of which I don't know if they actually had them. Magnet on. Oh, there it is. To be yanked in midair like that. You can tell Nintendo, they've always wanted to do a Legend of Zelda game with proper aliens in, haven't they? There's been their dream for years. Like, can we get away with it? Well, this is going to be a fun one, isn't it? I'm going to have to jump off of this platform and into the magnetic stream and not die. Okay. Well, so this platform looks like I should release these and it will swing somehow, like in Tomb Raider, the film. You have to let go, Link. It's the only way. You've been twisted in the air. What was that for? It was called Tomb Raider Lara Croft, wasn't it? Because the second one was like Tomb Raider. No, was it called Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and then the second one was called Lara Croft Cradle of Life? Oh, I'm on a timer. I think it was Cradle of Life. It was something like that. It was an awful film. Like, the first one's not good, but at least it's kind of cheesy, of its time, terrible CGI fun. The second one attempted a level of darkness which it did not work. What does this do? Okay. I've set off a timer, but I don't know what for. Alright, what's going to move? That door behind me. Good, so I don't have to worry about that at all. I could walk up there. I'm going to run between these two Guardian Stones. For really no reason other than I could. So that's... Okay, I'm guessing I have to walk up there, cut those ropes. A platform will come down. And some more. Note, you don't put the iron boots on down here. That'll take fucking forever. Run up as far as you can and then stick them on. Seconds are saved. Seconds. Okay, this is as far as I can make the camera go, annoyingly. Can you just zoom out a bit or zoom around so I can see where I'm going? Now, I'm thinking that this one will give me a dungeon item. It's my instinct. It sort of is very noticeably there. Oh, piece of heart. I got a new heart piece. And for the first time ever, the viewfinder on my camera is no longer obscuring my hearts. Right. Annoyingly, you can't get back on. Cut the corner off. Just you save valuable fractions of time. God, he's a handsome boy, isn't he? Oh, Christ. See, all that stuff about, you know, saving half a second here, half a second there, it's all entirely undone by me just sticking up and falling off. It's the level of skill we deal with on this channel. It's a high ceiling. It's a lot to live up to. I'm hugging the wall. Cool. So cool. It's not a great way to hold a door closed, though, is it? Rope that you have to cut after a lot of climbing each time. And this is where the Gorons live. There's nothing about this system that is somehow more practical for them, is it? Oh, you can't shimmy around ledges. Alright, I have got a key. When did I get that key? Was it in the underwater chest? It must have been. I was actually thinking when I opened that last chest with the heart in, what the fuck was in the underwater one? Because I did not take it in at all. What are they shooting at? They're just shooting an infinite supply of arrows forever. Behold, the gauntlet is up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to do... I think something gets set on fire and you have to do all of this in a hurry at some point. I remember a big, like, epic action scene in this area. But I don't remember why or when. I'm sure it is coming, though. Alright, lads. Keep up the good work. I respect you. You're true adults. One of those areas that would have been very difficult in an early 3D game, navigating those slightly narrow paths. Okay, what we got? Twisting things, some water below. I don't know. Just go forward. Go forward until you can't. Oh, I see what I have to do here. Alright, let's get that second one. Okay. Controls are rotated. Okay, and I've been turned around. The hardest part about that was the camera trying its best to absolutely fuck you. Oh, this looks like a room of a midget. It's in one of these Gorons. That's what they're named. Wow, each one uglier than the last. Oh, the young human. I am pleased to see you make it this far, brother. Oh, he's Rastafarian? Not even going to try. I'm one of the 4 elders of the Goron Tribe. I am called Gor Ibizo. Is there a pun in there? I don't think so. You have heard of the plight of our patriarch. Otherwise, you would not have come to see me. Here, take this, brother. Oh, he's actually holding it. I thought he had a microphone in his hand. I thought it was a microphone. I just fully accepted that as a thing that could exist. I was like, yep, microphone. I now realise that makes no sense. Okay, I thought he was holding it in his hand, but he's actually just given me that, so I don't know what he's holding in his hand, because they look nothing alike either. Maybe it is a microphone. Actually, it kind of looks like some sort of pipe. Now, there is one more shard, but seeing you has reminded me of the dangers that line the path to it. Oh, does he give me the bow? Yep, a weapon said to have been left in this mine by a hero of old. It is beyond price, and so we have protected it through generations. Now, when our tribe balances on the brink of ruin, it could aid in our salvation. The hero's weapon is stored safely up ahead. Talk to the guard and take it with you, with the blessing of the Gorons. You know what? The fact that he's got kind of a microphone and like this small audience full of audience worth of chairs, I feel this guy is some sort of storyteller or sage. I just assumed when he said the guard up ahead that he would be literally stood up here. I'm sure you have to shoot those with an arrow to get something. And it's one of those things where... damn it. Damn my feeble mind. Let's see, what are we doing for time? You know, this is going to line up perfectly. I'm going to get the bow at just probably around the end of the episode. That's nice. It's almost like I planned that. I absolutely didn't know. I reckon I can drop down safely here. Yeah. I want whatever's in this tiny, impotent chest. 6 rupees, perhaps? 10 rupees. Is that a lot of money? No idea. Behold. Oh, actually, I think you do have... No, do you fight in here? Yeah, I reckon you fight like some lizard knights. Little mini-boss for you. Although there should be a Goron, shouldn't there? Oh, let's find out. He looks pretty well equipped. Whoa, human? What business does a human have coming here? None. No business. Those are some vicious knuckle dusters he's got on. This is a forbidden place. I will protect this treasure from you. Aren't they made of rocks? I mean, I suppose the metal's stronger than rock, but still. Right, so got a metal platform that I'm already sinking on. That was that wasn't much of a plan. Right, let's try hitting him. Boomerang. Yep. This. Okay. I feel this is the sort of fight where I have to make him do something. No idea what. Hit me, maybe? Oh, I probably should have attacked him there when he was very clearly about to... Yep. Oi. Lift your arms up. Alright, yeah, that's probably it. Just get a few hits in and then start over. And something will happen eventually. Oh no. Alright, so I should have grabbed him there. I did a weird little attack there somehow. I did it entirely by accident. I think I was rolling and my blade just took him. So I need him to curl up into a ball. And then get into a position where I can actually do something with that. There we are. Now, I probably have to do this about 8 times, don't I? The hard bit is just putting your sword away. As always. Ah, you can't put your sword away when you're locked on. That's what's doing me in. Controls are they're not bad. It's just they're not really designed for this. It's because at no point in your Zelda training are you ever taught to put your sword away mid-combat. Roll into a ball. I'm jabbing you in the gut already. Put these on. There we are. Oh, what the fuck? I'm playing by all the... How much health have I got? 3 hearts. Right. For fuck's sake. This slipping floor is really annoying. Just ever so slightly losing my footing each time. Come on. Take a swing. Am I supposed to be poking? Is that the goal? Come on. This is a really weirdly annoying fight. Oh, put your fucking sword away, Link. Jesus Christ. Ah, for fuck's sake. The thing, the button to put your sword away is the A button, so long as you're not moving at all. But I'm on a slippery surface. I can't not move. How much? I ain't got a lot of health. Thank Christ for these hearts. Now, I wonder, will they have reset his health or not? I feel like no, but as I've done 1 damage, that's not really too much of an issue. You know what? There we are. Can I throw him off from here? No. That's annoying, so I have to be near the edge. I've learned that charging an attack is worthwhile. Actually, it's not, because you can't fucking stand up when you're charging an attack. You just fall off. Oh, for fuck's sake! In what world did I push that? Ugh. You know what? I've failed there. I'm going to call that an episode. Join me next time when I beat this fairly easy boss, I'm sure. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.